Hello everyone, I am Omkar Shewale from TY Electrical B. So today we are going to see the decision theory problems. So the question is, the following matrix gives the payoff in rupees of different strategies against the event. So here is the table where strategies and event as given. So the strategies are S1, S2, S3 and the events are E1, E2, E3 where the values are given respectively. So what will be your decision under the following approaches? So there are four methods given here. The optimistic criterion, which is also called as maximax, the the pessimistic criterion, the maximum, and the Laplace criterion and the Hurwitz criterion, where the alpha value is given as 0.6. So in the optimistic criterion, which is also called as the maximum criteria, so the word itself says that it first we have to select the maximum payoff and then we have to select the maximum payoff of the strategy from the maximum we have got. So there are S1, S2, S3. So in the table we can see the strategies S1, S2, S3 where the events which have the maximum payoffs. So the S1 has 3000, S2 has 2000 and S3 has 2500. So from these three events we have to select the maximum payoff strategy. So we get the 3000 of S1 strategy which has 3000 maximum payoff. The second one is the maximum criteria, which is the pessimistic criterion, in which first we have to select the minimum payoff value of each strategy. So as in the table S1, S2, S3, the events E1, E2, E3 where the minimum value has S1 has 1200, S2 has 800, S3 has 1000. So from these three we have to select the maximum payoff strategy which we get as 1200, which is of S1 category. So now the third one is the Laplace criterion, where first we have to select the mean value of different categories. So as we can see in the table, for the S1 strategy, the event E1, E2, E3 are 3000, 1200, 1500. So we have to add all those and divide it by 3. So which we can found as 1900 its mean value. So second one is the S2, where we can see it as E1 has 2000, E2 has 800 and E3 has 1000, where we can divide it and we get 1266.66, where it is the mean value of S2. And so as we can get the S3 as 2500 plus 1000 plus 1800 divided by 3, where we can get its mean value as 1766.66, where we get these three values S1, S2 and S3. So we have to select the maximum win value of the strategy, where it is 1900 of the S1. So the payoff value of the Laplace we can get through Laplace is 1900. So now we are going to find the Hurwitz criterion, where the value of alpha is 0.6. So by seeing the table, which first we have to determine the maximum and the minimum payoff for each alternative. So as we can see, for the strategy 1 S1, the maximum value is 3000 and the minimum value is 1200. As same for S2, the maximum value is 2000 and the minimum value is 800. And for the S3, the maximum value is 2500 and the minimum value is 1000. So now we are going to find the values of Hurwitz criteria for the S1, S2 and S3. So for finding the values of Hurwitz criterion, we have the formula is H is equal to alpha into maximum value plus 1 minus alpha into minimum value. So we are going to put the values of the alpha is equal to 0.6 and the values of the maximum and the minimum from the strategy S1. So we have put it the values that alpha is equal to 0.6 and the maximum value of strategy S1 3000 plus 1 minus 0.6 and the minimum value is 1200. So by calculating it we get the answer is equal to 2280. As we found the strategy number S1, similarly we can find for the S2 by using the formula. So as we have the put on the values of alpha 0.6 and the maximum value 2000, and the minimum value 800. So the final answer we get is that 1520. Similarly, we can found for S3 by using the formula. So here for the strategy S3, the maximum value is 2500 and the alpha value is 0.6 and the minimum value is 1000. So by calculating, we get it as the strategy number 3 value, we get it as 1820. So by finding these three strategies, we have to select the maximum payoff from these three strategies. So as we can see here, the strategy number S1 has the maximum payoff which has 2280. So which is our final answer. Thank you for watching.